Good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, bro.
How you feeling?
Feeling good. Looking forward to the week.
Good, good. Yeah, so am I. So am I. Got a big week ahead of us. I hate short holiday weeks, so we got a few of those coming up, a few more coming up, I should say. I still, I mean, I guess we can look at it as a positive, but lower volume with those shorter weeks, and you see how that can turn out. But yeah, I think we got a good week coming up, especially with non-farm payroll data this week. So yeah, it's a lot going on.
Yo, what's up, y'all? How y'all feeling?
Hey, what's going on, Roman?
Cool, bro.
So let's just hop into things for the people who are on time. Right? So by watching or reading this, you're saying you understand the following. I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not trading advice. This session is solely for educational purposes. There are significant financial risks associated with options trading, and I'm not liable for your wins or losses in the market if you decide to act on this information. All right, so just hopping right into things. So as far as top options flow, on Friday, the top call options flow went into Nvidia, Tesla, followed by Mara, Apple, and YINN. On the put side, we had MSTR, Coin, Microsoft, CONL, and DE. For the week, the top call options flow went into Nvidia, IBIT, TLT, that's Peter stock or his ETF. We got Snow, we got Amazon. On the put side, we got MSTR. Okay, so it just had the top flow for the weekend the day. PDD, APO, Microsoft, and AMD. Let me take some notes right here. So I'm going to take a few notes so we can make sure we cover this on the back end. Hold on. Take some notes. I got some here already. Okay, good. That kind of coincide with some of the data that I had from before. Just give me one sec. Just want to make a few notes. We got that there. But I do want to take a look at it's a few good ones. Just take a look at some of this. Good. All right. Cool. All right. So this is the week right here. This was the sector performance for last week. Nvidia got hit hard, but it kind of landed at a support level. We'll look at that a little later, but we did get a nice pullback on Nvidia last week, so that was pretty good. Oracle was down 3.9%. Palo Alto got hit. AVGO got hit. It's a few stocks that got hit, a few sectors, but overall, everything finished the week off green. Looking over here at energy too, energy got hit hard too. So it's another note I'm going to make right now. Okay, cool. Let's just go ahead and move right along. All right, so I didn't cover any of the individual trades this week, like who had what, because I didn't see too many people post a lot of contracts this week, and we had some pretty big trades this week. As a matter of fact, every last one of our trades hit big this past week. So but I didn't highlight any traders because I didn't see too many contracts. But this is our monthly performance for November. So for those who purchased just one option contract for each trade that was alerted for the month of November, these are the net profits, $4,885.50. That's net profit. So for the $250 monthly subscription, that was a 1,900% ROI on what you paid for the monthly subscription if you are on that subscription. Now, again, if you just look, this now we had a lot of other trades outside of these trades that don't get calculated in these profits because these trades only include the ones that were alerted to the entire team and in the trade alerts channel. So congrats to everyone who had a big month and who's following the process. Because again, you don't have to, right now, as a new trader, especially if you're a new trader and you're just joining this community, just like if you start a new course in college or something like that, you go in there not knowing anything. You got an instructor, instructor lays out a plan for you to follow. And it may not be clear to you at the beginning because you don't know. It's foggy because this is unknown for you. You don't learn, you go into a math class, you don't learn that 1 + 1 = 2, and then you just automatically feel like you're ready to jump to multiplication, and then the instructor kind of makes that determination based on, giving you exams and stuff like that, right? So that's how we pretty much do it around here. So a lot of people are jumping ahead and deeming themselves ready to move on when I haven't deemed them ready to move on. And then that's how you blow your accounts. And then I've been doing this for quite some time now. And every single month we've had a substantial profit at the end of the month based on just you buying one option contract per single trade alert. And it always supersedes, well, with the exception of September, where I took off a week, that's the only month where we didn't exceed over $4,000 in profit per single option, and that's because, and again, I keep on stressing per single option because a lot of people and a lot of traders from other places are just personal preference. They don't just grab one contract, but I'm basing these totals based on people who just grab one contract. So I think that's something to be proud of, where you can kind of like, you don't have to grab a whole lot of contracts to make a nurse's salary, around here every month. And so that's what we do. So just keep following the process. Don't jump ahead of yourself. If because at the end of the day, what happens is we get a lot of members, they start pushing buttons behind the scenes, and then they don't see these profits. And even if you don't take every single trade that I alert for the month, you should still be clearing at least $4,000 a month per single option. You shouldn't be that far off. But when you're pushing buttons behind the scenes, and I make you, so let's say earlier in the month, I made the team $2,000 in profits off of a $235 trade, right? And so then people think that they can do their own thing. They start buying a whole lot of contracts and then they blow their account early. So then they can't, they fall off course. So and then you don't end the month strong like we did. And just like I said, even look at the last few trades that were alerted. We had one like blatantly bad trade last month, and that was the Palo Alto Lotto Friday trade. And again, like I said, I'll trade that trade over and over again. Like, look, and it's so crazy, right? That trade is like a week and some change behind us, and I'm still going back to talk about that loss. I like to talk about losses because people don't like to focus on them. But what I'm saying is, so that Palo Alto trade, that was a Lotto Friday YOLO trade, but I would trade that trade over and over again. The setup was immaculate. News came out pre-market. They got price target downgrades and the stock fell off a cliff. And, it was no recourse with the Lotto Friday trade with the theta, exponentially higher than what it was the previous day, completely ate up the contract. Nothing you can do about that, right? So but after that trade, we kind of just basically blasted through the rest of the month. And that was on the 21st, that Friday. Yeah, I'm sorry, that was on that Thursday going into Lotto Friday, because it was a swing trade going into Lotto Friday. And then, Friday heading into that close, the Tesla trade that, generated over $220. Then the Meta trade that was the $635 profit. And then we had the QQQ strangle for the economic data, with the net profit of $400 on that because of the 50% loss on the put. And then the Meta $255 profit on there that gave us the 4,885 net profit for the month. But again, like I said, we got one more month in this year, man. Let's try to end the year off strong. Like I said, we're closing in on well, actually, hold on. So yeah, we're closing in on the $60,000 for the whole year per single option, for those who just grab one contract per single trade. I mean, for a trade alert. So, just be proud of yourself and let's just keep it going. And again, if you're new, just follow the process. Do not jump ahead. Don't worry about order flow and all of that type of stuff right now. Your primary focus should be support and resistance. You should be mastering support and resistance. If you don't know support and resistance, you have no business doing anything else. That's just where it is going to be, because let's say I alert a trade and you missed the call out. You missed the call out. You come later. Some people like to jump in those trades, but if you know support and resistance, you'll know better. Or if you'll know if it's okay or not. Just because you know what a 222 reversal is, where is support and resistance? You know what I'm saying? That's always going to be the primary factor to everything that I'm doing around here. So, and it's kept me profitable for years and years and years. And if you're trying to skip over support and resistance, then you're going to fail, and it's going to be a terrible, terrible, terrible failure. So just focus on support and resistance, and all of the other stuff and fancy terms that you're hearing everybody else talk about. You'll get there, but master support and resistance. And I got so many tools in place that'll help you do that. And if you need extra attention, you can book a one-on-one. I haven't had many one-on-ones this month, so you can book one-on-ones during market hours, and we can trade together and make some money during trading hours. You can book one-on-ones after hours. You can book them on the weekends, but don't cut corners to be profitable. Like I said, we've been profitable every single year since our inception, and just keep on growing. And like I said, you're going to learn a lot during these free meetings, but take the time to do what you have to do. Yeah, like I said before, we got successful lawyers, we got doctors, we got scientists in this group, we got athletes, we got everything, a lot of business owners. But this is what I do full time. You know what I mean? I'm pretty good at it. And so that's what you're here for. And just trust your coach. Don't let what you're doing for a living kind of, make you feel like you're a pro at this. Everybody in your respective fields, you kind of what you're doing, right? So I know what I'm doing here, and the numbers don't lie. Let's just go ahead and keep it moving. And I just want to see a lot more of y'all on that Options Wins channel. If you want to prove to me that you're good and that you got it so far, the only way to do that is to show me by wins, showing me that you got it, showing me that you understand the process of the support and resistance. I don't care about any of the other fancy terms and all of the other stuff that you say. You got to show me. You got to solidify it. But let's just go ahead and move on. All right, so lessons learned and recap. Look, so again, we had a big month last week. I mean, we had a big month this past month, and I kind of recapped everything just now when we were just going in the previous slide. But so I don't really want to I don't want to go too deep into lessons learned recap. But I mean, I'm pretty sure some of our members may have something they want to say, recap or lessons learned or anything, because again, remember, this is what I'll say. If you were not in any of our look, so if you were not in any of the last 3 trades that I alerted, then there's something missing. You know what I'm saying? So lessons learned, recap. This is a good like sometimes when during this part of the meeting every Sunday, there's a lot of silence. And I use that silence as that kind of helped me gauge the type of support the members need going forward for the rest of the week, and so if you're silent during this part, it's kind of like I don't like when we're live trading, during the market hours and stuff like that. That's not the time to unmute and want to ask me to go through strategies and processes and procedures, because I'm trying to shoot the general in real time, and I don't have time to teach you how to load the magazine at that moment. This is the time where I can show you how to load the magazine. This is the time where you tell me where things fell apart for you, and where you misstepped or anything, and we can kind of I can give you some clarification. But nobody talks during these times, and it's so just throwing that out there. And so you don't complain during the week when things are a little more fast paced, when we're out there trying to make things happen. But yeah, but I'm just gonna move on. All right, let's go into the chart setups. And, let me just here. So I'm going to start with where am I going to start today? I'll start with NVIDIA, I guess, since that's the chart that I have up. 1 second. Now, hold on. because we have a lot to kind of go into, and I just want to make sure. As a matter of fact, before I cover the charts, I'm gonna go into economic data first, so I don't, just in case we run out of time. So we got Fed Chair Powell coming out there, sending him out there on Wednesday at 1:45 p.m. I don't know what he's going to discuss. I'm gonna have to go research that, but they're sending him out there during market hours at 1:45 p.m. People who are trading, new traders who aren't really familiar with the magnitude of this, look at Fed J Powell as the omen. You know, they only send him out there for one or two reasons: to take the market up or to bring it down. I've never seen him come out there and the market did not make a move. So they send him out there for one or two reasons. So I don't know if he's gonna take the market up or bring it down, but you need to mark that on your calendars. 1:45 p.m. on Wednesday, because if you're in a trade, it's like being on the beach or on a cruise, and there's a tsunami or something and you didn't know about it. You know what I'm saying? So mark that on your calendars. If you're planning on trading this week, you need to be on point with when Fed Chair Powell comes out there, you know? So when the king come to town, everything shuts down. So you gotta watch out when he comes. But yeah, they got Waller coming out there Monday at 3:15 p.m. Waller is a wild card. Sometimes he shakes the market, so watch out for him. We got Williams on Monday at 4:30. That's after the market close. We got Kugler coming out there Tuesday at 12:35 p.m. Goolsby moves the market too at 3:45 p.m. He'll be out there on Tuesday. So Musalam, I don't know who this Fed member is, so I'm gonna have to do some research and see exactly who they are. But they'll be speaking pre-market on Wednesday at 8:45 a.m. Bowman Friday at 9:15 a.m. Goolsby again Friday at 10:30, right after Power Hour. We got Hammock Friday at noon, and we got Daly. They sending her out there at 1 p.m. You got to watch her too. She's another wild card who likes to shake the market up. So keep an eye out on that for Friday at 1 p.m. Economic data. We got ISM manufacturing PMI Monday. We got JOLTS data Tuesday. We got the ADP payrolls Wednesday. We got ASM services PMI Wednesday, jobless claims. Now we got the big jobs data report. The biggest job report of the year will be coming out Friday, and this is again pre-market Friday, so we'll get that unemployment. We'll get the non-farm payrolls. We'll get the unemployment rate, and we'll get the average hourly earnings. So pay attention for this. This is that big jobs report that everybody's waiting for this Friday, and that should probably move the market. So let's just keep an eye out for that one. And then we got consumer sentiment Friday at 10 a.m. So we got a lot of economic data coming out, but just pay attention for that. I'll be looking out for that jobs data. I mean, JOLTS data is important too. The job openings is going to be important Tuesday at 10 a.m. So watch out for JOLTS data. But like I said, most important thing for me that I'll be looking out for is Friday. I'll be looking out for that non-farm payroll data and for Powell, obviously. So just keep this stuff on watch. I know that's a lot of data, but like I said, if you're in trade, you got to know what's causing the market to move. If you're going to the beach, you want to know when it's going to rain, when there's going to be a tornado, when there's going to be a hurricane, because you're going to be at the beach. So look at the economic data the same way. It'll affect your trades and you won't know what hit it. So we had to learn the hard way. So yeah, just putting you on point. Now let me switch this screen over. Just give me a second. A second. Switching over right now. And just see. Just give me one moment. And we will be ready. A second. To I just switched over. But like I said, look, we just saw all of the data that we just covered. Like I said, look, everybody's looking forward to the charts we're about to go over, but the most important part of the meeting just happened, and that was the economic data and everything. So just like I said, um, so look, like I said, we're going to start off with video. Just go ahead and get started. So this is the NVIDIA data daily chart. We got a 222 reversal. We bounced off of the 50-day moving average, and we reclaimed a support here. So we're going to see exactly what it does up in here, but we will see. Just so yeah, so NVIDIA could possibly make a move here. Now, again, this is the daily chart. So each candle represents 1 day of price action. I'm just going to go back over here to the weekly so you can see the weekly also. I'm not sure if that was hold on, I'm just checking to see if that was a bearish engulfing or not. Close, open, close. Yeah, that is a bearish engulfing. That's cool though. But yeah, so we that was so I still look at this as kind of bullish though, because of the fact that you see what bulls did. So a red candle opens at the top of the body and it closes at the bottom of the body. And the wick shows how low the candle went, and if there wasn't one at the top, the height of the candle, right? And this is a weekly candle. So bears were able to drag price all the way down here, and bulls fought and drag price all the way back up here. So that's bullish in my opinion. You know what I mean? When you can get that type of resilience from that type of bearish price action. And then, like I said, we reclaimed the 50 EMA here, which is the mean value of the stock. So when you look at this, so what I'll say for NVIDIA, this is how we would play this. Over 139.50, over 139.35, my target would be the top of this candle here, which would be, what is that? 142. 142, let's call it 142. So that would be our target here for NVIDIA for calls, if you were to play calls on this. And that's a pretty big move. So now, but me personally, I like to look at it two ways, you know, because we got the non-EMA right here. So I would look at it like this. You can play calls over 139.35, but just to be safe, to give yourself some margin, I would play calls over 139.90, and then my target would be 142. On the put side, I would play it like this: under 135.93, then my target would be this gap fill area, which would be 135.34. And then we got a target down here at 133.72 for NVIDIA. So again, keep this on watch. I'm more bullish on it than anything, but we're going to see how the Asian futures market opens tonight and see what U.S. equities look like. So let's use that to kind of gauge what we do with the market. Now I'm going over to Tesla. Now, I like Tesla chart on Friday. I thought it was a pretty significant close right here at, it says right here at resistance, but you know, it's kind of reclaiming it. Look like it's trying to reclaim resistance. We got a nice 222 reversal here, and it closed with most of its gains. It's like reclaiming this area right here if you look. So me personally for Tesla on the daily chart, what I'm looking at is over 345.45. My target would be 350 and then 361. That's how I'm looking at Tesla. On the put side for this one, I would be under 334.65. My target would be here. We got two targets here for Tesla, two good targets. The first target would be here at 329.34, and then my second target would be this bullish gap fill area, which would be right here at 320.72. So again, keep Tesla on watch. This is a nice one. Let me show you the weekly chart also, how it finished on the weekly. Another one that shows some resilience after bouncing off of a support level down here. So yeah, keep Tesla on watch. Another one to keep an eye on. And like I showed you, a lot of flow came into Tesla heading into the close on Friday. Not that that can't be a decoy, because sometimes they do those decoys. Let me just move right along. Where's my list? A few that I definitely want to hit, and a few that I'm just gonna hit anyhow. All right, so Oracle, let's go check out Oracle first because I don't want to forget about it. I wanted to see what actually happened with Oracle here. I just saw it on a flow list, on a weekly flow list. There was a lot of flow that went into that. Well, it was actually on the weekly the heat map that I was looking at. So we finished inside on the day after going up and rejecting the 9 EMA, but it still finished inside and it still closed here at an area. Let me just take a look because we were at all-time highs with this one. Now look, remember, so this is the thing. What I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna do a few things here. So remember, when you at all-time highs at a stock, you don't have a lot of previous price to go off of as far as levels go. You're in price discovery. So the most important levels would be the nearest previous levels, right? So what we have here, when I'm looking at it like this is what we have. So we have previous resistance turn into previous support. We came back down and retested the support, and then we got this gap up, and we finished inside right here. So we got an area, but we're inside. An inside candle is a 1, which is a neutralizing candle. We neutralized this previous price reversal to the downside right here. So I'm gonna look at the weekly first before I say anything. So okay, I like that. I like that. Okay, so it kind of like it lines up together with the weekly. Now you see sometimes it's a lot of noise on the daily chart, and you got to zoom out to get a cleaner picture. But sometimes it's not enough data to even see what you're looking at here. So like I'm looking at it like this. Okay, so it does have room if it was to go down to retest that support level, that new support level that we got on. I don't know if that was an earnings or not. Yeah, it probably was an earnings right here. I think it wasn't earnings or something like that got us up here. And that couldn't have been an earnings, right? No, it wasn't earnings. But yeah. So what I'm looking at here, over 185.93. My target would be 187.09, and that would be the 9 EMA. And then over that, 190 would be the next target. Now, for puts, if we were to lose 184, my target would be 182.35. And I think that would be a pretty strong support area just based off of the previous price action. Now, if we lose that, it gets ugly. If we lose this area here, it gets pretty ugly because then I think we'll retest this other level right here, which would be a previous resistance turned into support. So that would be 178.53. And then we got a 50 EMA right there at 176.10. And then we got a bullish gap fill area right here, because technically we'll be in a gap. If we lose this area right here, we'll be starting to fill a gap. And that would be at 171.78. So yeah, keep Oracle on watch. It can be an interesting chart, as you see. Like this is one of the charts on our radar for last week. We missed this trade, but you see it made a significant move down last week, right? So just keep it on watch. It can get pretty volatile, and I like when stocks give us an opportunity to really make some money. And Oracle doesn't have to move a lot for you to make a lot of money on it. And it's not a stock that everyone's watching too heavy, so the market's not too much market maker manipulation going on with it. So make some good money off of it. Keep it on watch. Snow, 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 snow. All right, so back to snow. We got a 222 reversal here. We still at all-time highs at snow. So I still got some levels here. Well, not at all-time highs, but we still at 52-week highs for snow. And I still got some levels here that we can hit. So we took out the resistance, but we still rejected. It was like we hit it. Did we actually hit? No, we didn't hit the high. We rejected it. But what I'm looking for here, because I thought this was a pretty significant close still, and the pullback was on lower volume. You know what I mean? So this still the setup is pretty good on this. The guidance was pretty good for snow for earnings, and it's still holding up pretty well. It's holding that bullish flag breakout area. So calls over 178.37 for a move to 183.10. Puts under 173.17 for a move back down to, I would say 171. 118 area, and then we got 167.25. So, this could be a pretty good setup. I think that I'm really looking more to the upside on it, but so let's just keep it on watch though. Again, for the week, it was one of the top call options flow for the week. So keep that one on watch. I mean, they did pull it back and had some strong volume that came in to the put side on the daily, but again, I like this setup on snow. And here's the weekly just to give you some perspective. Look at that hammer, finish with a hammer. It's kind of like a doji, but it's still a hammer. And you see how much upside potential we have for this stock. So yeah, keep snow on watch. This is a pretty good one. Hold on. We got that breakout right here on the weekly, and we got that non-EMA about to cross the 50. Just keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. All right, app loving, app loving, app loving, app loving. Love it. Still up here at all-time highs, man. You know how I feel about stocks at all-time highs. Now, look, so this is the thing. It could be getting a little toppy here now because we went up here and hit resistance, the same resistance 3 times now. Came up here, hit it again, and we just hit it again and finished with a hammer. Still was green, still green on here, but just let's see. Love it. Love it. Yeah, so this stock can make us a pretty significant move, either side. If it takes a look, it's been playing with this all-time high now. And the way I look at it like this is still finished green. Slight inverse hammer, but still finished green. If we were to lose the that 331.81, we gotta move. We can make a move down here to this gap fill, which is at 328.56. But my target would be if we were to lose that area, would be the 318.37. That's the non-EMA. As you can see, it's been retesting this area on the way up as it hit the all-time high, come back down, retest this area, and then makes a move back up. I'm slightly more bullish on this one than anything. That earnings was a phenomenal earnings. If we can take out that I'm gonna say just to give it some margin, if we can clear 345, I'm looking for a move to 350 and then 360 on this one. So pay attention, keep app loving on watch. Whenever I put this one on the watch, just please keep an eye on it. And I'm gonna tell y'all this stock is extremely volatile because look, after earnings, this is how it's been moving ever since the earnings, right? Shout out to the team. We made a lot of money on this one. Like we turned like a good 300 and something dollars into over $4,000 on this trade. Pretty good
Yes,
earnings.
sir.
Yeah, so shout out to everybody who was in that trade with us. But so the IV increased and the Vega exposure on the contracts increased on this. So basically what that means is the contracts are priced for significant moves. So these contracts are extremely more expensive than they would typically be. So you got to be careful with that because the moment the moment the stock doesn't start to make the move that's priced into these options, the Vega exposure starts to decrease, the IV starts to decrease, and those contracts start to decrease. And while you're holding them, so just be careful with them. They're very expensive. So I like to wait for an actual move to take place or a significant a bounce off a key level or rejection before taking a trade off of this. So you keep app loving on watch though. It's a pretty good one. Let me move on to Disney. Disney. So Disney was another one that had a good earnings. Finished inside here, but it's a lot of places where Disney can go, obviously. So hold on one second. So they have a pretty big week though. I like what Disney did last week. That breakout was cool. Again, for another 52-week high on it. So we finished inside Friday. So a move over 117.74. First target would be 118.20, then 118.85, then 120.14. To the put side, if we were to lose 116.73, I'm looking for a move down to when I said 116, I'm looking for a move down to 115.45 and then 114.45. So keep Disney on watch. Contracts aren't ever too expensive on Disney, but you got to wait for an actual move to take place before taking the trade on Disney. Let me go ahead and check out. So hold on. I wonder if anybody traded that JP Morgan setup from last week, because I thought it was a pretty good setup. We broke out. So we ended up taking out that level. We closed over that level and you see it ran up and hit the target. We had a 255 target. So it hit 254, 31, and again, these are all-time highs, right? So it did that. And now we broke out. Now look, remember we were talking about this on Zoom last week. Well, yeah, last week, and we were waiting for it. We were like, okay, we got this close over this. I was thinking that if we rejected it like previous times, it would gap down, but we didn't reject it. We got the candle confirmation right here on the daily, and it gapped up and ran like a bat out of hell. And now you see, previous resistance has become has become new support. So I like trades like this because now we got a new area, and now some more price discovery on here as well. So over 251.77, my target would be the 254.31. Under 249.45, my target would be 247.97. And so hopefully it would bounce right there again. It will hold these levels, but if not, then there would a retest of that non-EMA at 246.97. But keep JP Morgan on watch. Now, like I said, I thought financials were kind of front run heading into this year, right? And they were oversold, and right with small cap stocks this year. So it's now that everything is breaking out and running, and just keep these financials on watch. They got a lot more room to go. We go ahead down to Exxon Mobil. All right, Exxon Mobil. Now you see the trend. You see the trend here. It looks like it's trying to retest that 200-day EMA here, or the 200 moving average. Actually, we got a level here first, but yeah, so just looking at the trend, I want to just show you, I'll probably make sure y'all see that trend too. So just looking at what I'm looking at here, you know what I mean? And I didn't mean to use this one, but yeah, so we got a trend there, but at the same time, we got a 222 continuation to the downside. The candle finished green. So what I'll say for this one is, if we were to lose that 116.95, I'm looking for a move to 115.99. And that kind of lines up with the 200 moving average. We should bounce right there over 118.50. I'm looking for a retest of 119.08, and then 119.21, and then up there to 120. So keep on this one on watch. I mean, then the possible, because think about it, if we do get a bounce here, because like I said, look at this, we still got to look at the trend. I think it has room down here to this the 200 EMA. But if it doesn't make it there, this is a trend right here. We could bounce right here. We get that bounce and we can make a nice move up, because you can see, as you can see here, let's just kind of show you what's going on. I used the wrong tool, but I think you get the drift. Hold on. Y'all get what I'm trying to say though, pretty much. We get a bounce off of there and we can get a nice move up if that reversal happens. That 222 reversal right here, the first target would be here for me. That would be my solid first target. I would be trying to get here. So you get a little bit of noise and stuff like that, but that 119.68 would be my real first target on a 222 reversal. Not on a trigger for calls, but on a 222 reversal. And this would be the target. That would be a nice significant move that we could possibly make after we reclaim that 50-day EMA. So every chart tells a story, and this is one to keep on watch. So there may not be a whole lot of stock in playing the downside on this. I mean, again, I wouldn't try to play it any lower than here. But if we get a reversal, because some volume did come in there, wasn't as strong as the previous few days volume, but some volume did come in there. But remember, Friday was a short day. Markets closed at at 1 p.m. on Friday. And yeah, and tech was on the move. So yeah, but anyway, keep Exxon Mobil on watch. Let me shift over here to Meta. Nice chart right here on Meta. Really like it. Yeah, we got a reversal for Meta, another 222 reversal. We came up here, we closed the gap. We kind of rejected this area again, but I think I really like where Meta is going right here. We got the trend, the stock is trending back up to the upside here. So over one set, sorry, 578.46. I'm looking for a move back up here to 583.66. So like honestly, because Meta can be a little tricky. So I would just wait for Meta to reclaim 580. Let Meta reclaim 580, then 583.66, then 586.47, and then 590 would be in play. Now on Meta, like if we were to lose, I'm gonna say 565. If we lose 565, then you got 561.74 would be in play. And then we got a it's been bouncing off of this gap up around this area here every time it's come down here. So I would just be a little leery of that. But I'm pretty bullish on Meta. But yeah, just I wouldn't try to trade puts on it unless it loses 565. I wouldn't touch it anyway. Otherwise, it's just too tricky, and the risk of being chopped up can be, you don't want that. So just keep Meta on watch. I like it. And again, this is a broadening formation that the price is in right now, and it looks like it's headed back to the upside. So yeah, keep Meta on watch. QQQ. QQQ looks nice. Look, the trend is your friend, man. It's been just trending up. Nice trend. I like that bounce off the 50 EMA. We reclaimed the non-EMA, but I'm just liking the trend. When you sit here and you just look at the trend, look at this beautiful channel, this price channel right here that it's been in the whole time. And actually, I'm gonna move that. Hold up. Been in this channel, for a while. So just price is still in this channel. We got that reversal here, another 222 reversal here, and we got it's at a resistance area here. So if we're able to clear 510.34, looking for a move back up to 512 and then 515.58. So for QQQ, now if we were to lose that 505.31, we could actually retest. So we got a small, like I gotta move some of these older levels, some of them that are still here. But if we were to lose that area, we still got an area right here. What is that? 503, what is that? 503.59. And then another one down here at what is that? 501. So, but yeah, I'm not really sure that that's what's going to happen. But again, we'll get a head start on what could happen tonight with the Asian futures market when that opens. But yeah, we're in this channel still. So just know it can go either way. We got range. I like when we're in a channel and we got range. But just if I want to and just to zoom out a little bit more, this is what the weekly look like. The trend is a lot more clear here, and you see that nice reversal. So it looked like it's headed up here to 515. You know what I mean? That's where, if this plays out the way it's supposed to, that's where it's headed to 515. That should be the next target, and the weekly makes it a lot clearer. Now we can look at the monthly because it just started. We can see how the last month finished, and significance stuff like this worries me a little bit. When you see a monthly candle that looks like this, but it's extremely bullish, and they always talk about that Santa rally. So let's see what happens with the market, and if we get a price continuation here on QQQ. Now, IWM is an ETF that tracks the Russell 2000, which is the small cap stocks. It's another one that we sleep on a lot, and we got a bullish flag starting to form here on the daily for IWM. It finished inside also on Friday. So what I'm looking at for this one is I would say over 243.69, looking for a move to 244.98. And again, it's a lot of levels where we could actually go for IWM. But damn, that's a double top right there. Hold on. Just make sure. I want to see something. Okay, we took that out, but we kind of I still look at stuff like this as a reject though, because of the fact that it did reject. So that is a reject. That was a crazy surge here. How do we miss this happening right here when this actually took place? I'm pretty sure we was in some other big trade and missed this taking place. But yeah, so that's like a I look at that as a double top still, but let's just see how this finishes because it did finish green. This was a weekly candle. But yeah, so to the downside on this one though, if we were to lose the 241.54, then I'm looking for a move back down here to this bullish gap fill, which would be at 238.77. Again, just keep this on watch because again, we're here at all-time highs. But like I said, small caps were stocks that were neglected big time. Think about it. When the market is in turmoil, you got to think of the cheapest things or the things that don't have the market cap and the free cash flow to sustain that and in bear situations. So the small cap stocks are the first to go. So they don't have the market cap to keep it going and to be as profitable as the mega cap stock. So yeah, let me just hit. Sure. DOG still got this nice setup on it and finished inside also. So I like when stocks start to consolidate like this and it's kind of just chilling here. So just keep DDOG. It's another one you want to keep on watch. Calls over 153.19 and for a move to 155 and then 157.48. If we were to lose 151.12, looking for a move down to 150 and then 146.71. This is a nice one. It took a little break, and so like it's a nice setup for a big move to the upside here on DDOG. So I would keep this one on watch. Just wait for it to break out. You see, it's been gapping up like crazy. This is the flag, and now it's making. I mean, the flag pole, and now it's making the flag, and it's ready to go. This was the last time. Um, it broke out. So I mean, it could consolidate for a while, but it doesn't look like it wants to do that. So again, I would keep DDOG on watch here. And second, just show you what this weekly chart looks like. And this is the weekly chart right here on DDOG. And you see it got some room. And I'm going to go to the monthly since the monthly is closed to give you an idea. And here's the breakout with the candle confirmation on the monthly. But that's a significant month. Now you see the level that we are at here on the monthly. It hasn't been up here, hasn't had a monthly close this high since February of 2022. So that's pretty significant. So again, keep DDOG on watch. And this is a breakout. Look at the volume here. So, a big move took place. And you know me, I'm one of them guys, man. Look, a big move took place already, but it's not at all-time highs. And we got a candle confirmation here. I just want y'all to keep DDOG on watch. And again, that's all I have for today. I'm looking forward to this upcoming week, man. I thank y'all for taking the time to hop on. Y'all got the rest of y'all time back. I'll see y'all this week. And again, thanks for a profitable month, team. And cheers. Go Ravens.